Are we good? We good to go? Yeah? Okay, awesome. All right, so, hello, my name is Benjamin Burton. I'm currently a senior at Willamette University, and during my freshman year, I was awarded the College Colloquium Summer Research Grant, and spent that summer in northern Scotland filming a short documentary on a remote island known as the Fair Isle. What is the Fair Isle? Yeah, so basically, what is the Fair Isle?
Anne Sinclair.
Matty Van Trion.
Derek Shaw.
Roberto.
Pat Thompson.
I live in
I
Fair
live in Fair Isle. It's called Easter.
We always got the good Chelsea Ferry. Two ways they can make it on the
One of the college of Snowflake. It's really been produced by
To break it down, it's a tiny island located in between northern Shetland and mainland Scotland. It has a population of about 50, and it's very well known within the knitting community for having a history of very intricate and very interesting knitting patterns. My colloquium freshman year was the culture of knitting, so that's where the idea for the documentary came from. So if you're in the knitting community, you may have heard of it. What did I learn from it? Yeah, so basically what I learned from this experience is that not all crazy ideas are impossible. Yes, they may be crazy and they might feel impossible, but at the end of the day, I know it's cheesy, but you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So for me, applying to this it changed the trajectory of my life, because without this, I don't think that I would be planning on pursuing film. For me, this opportunity was a chance to pursue something that I'd always dreamed of, but always kind of felt out of reach. And being from Kansas, the idea of filmmaking seemed so far-fetched and like not a real possibility. So for me, this opportunity was really kind of like a validation that like this is possible, and that like something that seems crazy isn't always crazy, and that it was just an opportunity to go after something that I really wanted to. I didn't think I was gonna get it, honestly, but I just applied because I was like, you know what, why not? Like, what's the worst gonna happen? They tell me no. Once I finally finished it and gave them the final product that was the documentary that I produced, it really made me realize that, oh, this is actually something that I could do, that I could pursue. For me, I remember when I was looking it over and I was like hearing about the past projects that had been done and things that are typically pitched. A lot of the times people were saying, yeah, that they would just stay in Salem for the summer, they would use the money to pay for rent and buy food and things like that, doing research on a topic that interests them in the local community or something like that. And I'm not trying to knock that by any means. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do that. But for me, that just wasn't something that I really wanted to do over the summer. I'm a very adventurous guy, so I wanted to really try and go out there and see what I could do. Because I was interested in the grant, but I didn't necessarily want to do what people typically did, I sat down with my advisor at the time, David Altman, and I asked him just a couple questions about my thing. I pitched him my idea to go to this tiny island in northern Scotland and film a documentary, and to my surprise, he was totally on board. I think that most advisors will be really supportive of any idea that you have. So just because things are a certain way doesn't mean that they have to be a certain way. And, you know, bend the rules a little bit. Just think outside the box a little bit. And really, I feel like a lot of people don't use this grant for all the potential that it is. There's so many different things I could have done with this grant. And looking back, there are a million things that I would change and do differently. But at the end of the day, I took a risk and I applied, and I was rewarded with the grant. And it was truly one of the best experiences of my life to just be on this tiny island in northern Scotland, a place that I never thought in a million years I would go, especially being from Kansas. But it truly was an eye-opening and life-changing experience for me. I would recommend to every single first year at Willamette University to apply to this grant, because at the end of the day, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, and I think there's some amazing things that you could go out and create. Apply. College Colloquium Summer Research Grant.